family secret is very hard on all of us, but we're going to get past it, okay? This is going to take a little time. I don't have time. I need my husband now.
Good morning, How you doing, baby? Happy Thursday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya, and hit subscribe, guys. Look at some of the videos. And if you see any of them that you like, just hit share. Which glasses y'all like? These. Which one makes me look the most studious and distinguished? These or these? These. These. I'm going to go with these. They both Cardis. I don't have to change the thing. I'm going to go with these. Okay, guys. Today, we're going to steer away from what we've been talking about because we've been really emotional these last couple days. And we're going to tie it all in tomorrow. I was looking at both the videos and I was seeing a couple places where I can tie some things together. I can kind of make some things make sense. I can even bring back some things from the last videos in the past to this one, making it relevant. So we're going to do that tomorrow. But today, I wanted to talk to you. You know, I don't get too much into marriages, relationship advice, and politics and all that. I don't do all that. But I do talk about things that's relevant to our culture, to our people, and especially if it affects the children, because they are our future, right? Is that Cynthia? Hey, Cynthia, why you ain't called me? I called you yesterday. I think that was Cynthia that jumped on. I'm not sure if it was. Is it? Shout out to Flint, Michigan. Call me, Cynthia. I wanted to kick with you about something yesterday, and you're the only person that would have felt me. So, y'all, today... yeah, I don't get into politics and stuff like that, but I am a little bit today, only because the upcoming election is so important. So important that I feel that it wouldn't be right if Coffee and Conversation didn't touch on it a little bit for the sake of the children. For the sake of the children, right? So... are you talking to your children about the upcoming election? And y'all know I can't see. I'm going to come up there and read some of y'all comments. Because I hope y'all do chime in. Because it's going to be short today. I know I've been keeping y'all a little bit late after class lately with the lectures. But today I'm going to get y'all out here real fast. Unless y'all come in and start talking to me. Then that's going to, you know. So yeah, are you talking to your children about the election? The ones that's old enough to vote and the ones that's not. If they're young and they understand, they comprehend pretty well, you know, if they ask little questions, answer them, and just basically give them a little pep talk about what's going on. Yeah. As they get older, your conversation should mature a little bit more as far as what they can retain, you know, what they understand. But you should make your children knowledgeable about everything. Because they see it, they hear it, they with their friends got phones. If they don't have a phone, they watching it on TV because they put everything on TV now. So, yeah, it's good to come from you first. Whatever it may be, it's good to come from you first. So, yeah, talk to your kids. Talk to them about how important the election is. Talk to them about how important voting is. Yeah, that should have come from the Black History class that you taught and possibly the political science class that you taught your kids. I know. But definitely in that Black History class, it should have came up. It should have came up the importance, how they tried to keep us from that. Our vote didn't matter. They didn't want our vote. They didn't want us to count. And our ancestors, our people, got out in their dress shoes and walked and protested and civil rights and all this stuff. They did so much to ensure that moving forward, generation after generation, that we'll have that opportunity to be heard and we'll have that voice. So if you are one of the people that sit back and don't vote and say your vote don't count, You are holding us back, and you are partially the reason why a lot of us are in the state of struggle that we are in. Yep, I'm just saying, because you are starting a fight that's already been won. By you telling other people not to vote and you expressing the reasons why you don't vote and why your vote is not important and why you are taking us back about several, I can't even count how many steps back, because now you're starting another fight with somebody that probably believes in voting and you over here that don't. And the people that you saying not to vote because it's not important and it don't count. Do you think they'll be going through so much trouble to hush you and make it hard for you to vote and make it hard for you to register? Do you think they will be doing that, or people will be doing that, or things and policies will be put in place to do that if it didn't matter and if it didn't count? Educate your children. Talk to them about the importance of voting. And make sure you get out and vote, because it is very, very important. Yeah, if you one of those people, yeah, we won that fight. This is our opportunity. This is what we're supposed to do. Every generation after that should be voting. Every child in your household should be voting. You should be voting. It shouldn't be not one black person that don't vote. Not a one. Not a one. If you can't get out the house, you should be getting the mail to your house. And you should be not a one. Not a one. Me and my kids votes together. We on a couple of elections. We actually ended up at the campaign office together. A couple of it wasn't planned, and we just ended up there because our schedules is all over the place. But yeah, we were at the polls together this past election. Yep, and we're gonna probably be together this one. Yep. We fought for that. I'm gonna try to stay the script. Everybody of age should be voting. I said that. Are you talking to your children about what to vote for? Are you talking to them about the other stuff that's on the ballot, other than the presidential election? Yep. You got the United States Senate that's on there. You got representative in Congress, representative in legislature, member of State Board of Education, regent of the University of Michigan, trustee of Michigan State University, governor of Wayne State University, prosecuting attorney is on the ballot, sheriff, Raphael, sheriff is on the ballot, treasurer is on the ballot, register of deeds is on the ballot, county commissioner is on the ballot, justice of Supreme Court is on the ballot, judge of Court of Appeals is on the ballot, local school district board member is on the ballot, community college board of trustee members is on the ballot, judge of district court is on the ballot, judge of probate court is on the ballot, judge of circuit court is on the ballot. Educate yourself about everything that's on the ballot that you are supposed to vote for. And talk to your kids. Educate your children on it, meaning read it. Read about the different people that's running. Read about them. Read about what their platform is, what they're voting, what are they running for. Why should you vote for them? Sit down and talk to your children about that, so they are knowing that they're very aware, especially the ones that's old enough to vote. There are a couple of proposals that's on the ballot. It look like it affects our school system. Make sure you look at that and read that and talk to your children about that and educate them on what that is, so they'll know what to do when they're behind that little booth by themselves making these important decisions for our people moving forward. Look at the candidates. I don't want to get too deep with this presidential election. I'm not going to get too deep. Although I do have aspirations on running for some type of office, my pause on educating myself on every facet of politics and whatnot have come, a little slow because of everything that's going on with me. My personal life kind of got in the way of that. So I'm not politically correct about a lot of stuff, so I don't want to get too deep. I don't want to start no fights with nobody. I don't want to lose no friends. So I'm going to try to walk this tightrope as best I can. Okay? Okay. Woo! But if you are African American, black, somebody of color, it's a no-brainer for who you should be voting for. I said it. I'm standing on it. And you take that however way you please. But it's a no-brainer for who you should be voting for. Sometimes you got to do stuff just for the cause. Sometimes you got to do stuff just because it's your people, right? Other people do it and other cultures do it all the time. I know people personally that'll tell me that they only gonna buy from their people. They only gonna buy what they people sell. They only gonna vote for their people. They only gonna stand by their people. And you might be the better candidate, but because you not their people, they can't roll with you. And I respect that. I do. That's not racist. That's not prejudice. That's just you standing on something and you standing behind your people. So, with that being said, it should be a no-brainer, right? If you are a woman of color, fix it, Jesus. Why wouldn't you vote for somebody that represents you? Why wouldn't that make you feel like you can do anything? You've accomplished. You've come so far. Look at this. Somebody that looks like me, a woman of color. She is there in the house. She is in the house. She is on the... Woo! We have come so... Why wouldn't you have that feeling when it comes to this election? And trust and believe, I respect everybody's views and opinions. I respect how everybody feels. Trust me, I do. I don't hold no grudges. I got friends that are Republicans. I got friends that are Democrats. I have friends that's voting for Trump that look just like me. So when it comes to that and it comes to your political views, they are your own. I don't judge you for that. I judge and I don't judge at all. I love you for you and who you are and who you have been to me, or whatever the case may be. If you are connected to me and we are, and I know you and we did, you know what I'm saying? So for the most part, this is my opinion and my opinion alone, okay? But I hope everybody hear me and I hope everybody feel me, right? So with that being said, yeah, if you are a woman of color, yeah, you definitely should, in my opinion, should be looking to vote for that and support that movement. If you are a man of color, a brother, African American, black, woo! It's a no-brainer, brother. That's your mother. That's your sister. That's your auntie. That's your cousin Lily. That's running for office. Why wouldn't you want to get behind her? Why wouldn't you want to support her? Why wouldn't you want to push that movement for our people to make sure that she gets in that house? I done heard men tell me they not voting for her just because she a woman. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? That statement right there burnt my soul, but I have to respect if somebody feels that way. But brother, again, that's your sister running, that's your mother running, that's your auntie running for this office, right? So that's representation for our people. Why wouldn't you want to support and stand behind that? I done had men say to me that she locked up all our brothers. I'm not voting for her because she locked up all my... She locked up all your brothers. Your brothers was out there committing crimes. So if she did have or played a part in them getting locked up, they should have made the conscious decision not to do the crime. So I'm going to do some more research on that before I get too deep. And I'm going to actually pull up some statistics to see what part she played, how much of a part she played. But in my mind, I'm just one of those people that if you do the crime, you do the time, period. So if she had anything to do with that, this lady now went to school to become who she is, and in that part of the law, she just doing her job, right? So if you land next to her, you land across from her, probably because you made some bad and some poor decisions to get you there, right? I'm allergic to jail, so I'm going to try to do everything I can not to go. I'm going to try not to break no laws. I'm going to try not to do nothing that's going to land me there. That's not a place I want to be, right? So, I done heard brothers tell me that. I done heard just recently somebody say she want to pay for people in the transgender community to have surgeries. Lord, fix it, Jesus. Do your research. Do your research. Yeah, that's something that's a law that I just found out. It was something that was practiced, I want to say, by the Trump administration. And I want to say it was practiced with the Obama administration. And I want to say Biden administration. And it's surgeries that are necessary if they are incarcerated. So no, I'm not going to say I want my dollars to go there. But if it's law, why y'all blaming it on her? That ain't got... Do your research. Don't just go off of what people say and other people's opinion, what you see on social media. Actually read for yourself to find out what's what, what's real, and what's true. And then you make your decision from there. Fix it, Jesus. When it comes to the presidential race, baby, taking race off the table. Ooh. If you are actually considering voting for somebody who has been convicted of so many various crimes, just the integrity of it all. Like, I'm thinking as a president, you want to hold your president or somebody in that position to a higher standard. So to think of anybody committing any crimes, anybody doing anything illegal, that's not somebody that I want to lead me. That's not somebody that I would like to follow. So in my mind, I'm not thinking, it's some of y'all that got family members locked up or been incarcerated and got a criminal history, and you don't even deal with them. You don't claim them, none of that. So to tell me that you actually going to think about casting a vote for somebody who's been convicted of crimes, baby, you got to make that make sense to me. You got to hold him to the highest standard like you holding her. Because all the things that you say about her, none of them comes up in the gist of convicted nothing. Convicted nothing on her record. So whatever you want to say about her or whatever your reason might be for not voting for her, she ain't been convicted of nothing. So I'm going to pretty much stand by the person that represents me in the sense of they knew enough and did enough not to get arrested or get convicted of nothing. So I'm going to probably roll with that person, right? I'm going to choose the lesser evil, if that's the way you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? So to think that this man, and I don't want to bring race in it, but to think that this man understands your struggle and understands your plight and understand everything that you done been through and everything that you going through right now, and you think he gonna save and help, something is, you got to make it make sense to me. Because he don't talk bad about us. He don't talk bad about Detroit. I'm so mad at him for that. I'm so mad at him for that. Oh my God, right? So it is what it is. You do what you gonna do. All I'm saying is, do your research. Do your research. Now I'm gonna come up here because I see a couple of y'all talking. And I don't even want to touch on the next little part that I want to touch on. I think I want to make that a video by itself. And I hear you, Cynthia. I do. Do your research, though. That's not just her backing that. Trump was, that's a law as far as the transition. And you know I ain't about to go toe with you, Cynthia, because I know you out here on the front line, baby. And I trust and I respect your views. So you know a lot that I don't know. I will actually call you and talk to you and ask you questions about the political front before anybody, because I know that you do know. But on the, let me see what else you're saying. That's good. That's good. Yes, I hear you, Cynthia. I'm trying to read everything, baby. Because you know I love you. Call me Cynthia because I got to tell you something. Vote for best who best serve you. That is correct. Okay, y'all, I got to get out of here because I got a meeting in a minute. Mwah.